Okay, you guys, there's no way to do this without spoilers. We ask that you be patient, listen carefully, and most of all, be kind to one another in the comment section. Thank you. Matt and I finished The Last of Us Part 2 over a week ago, and like many of you, have been trying to get Ja Rule on the phone to make sense of all this.
Where is Ja?
But he's not available for comment, so we're gonna do it ourselves. First, we need to address the big dead elephant in the room. Joel. In 2013, Joel Miller became a top 10 video game character and PlayStation mascot practically overnight. Not because he was a fat plumber that jumps real good, or a blue hedgehog that's gotta go fast, or a walrus talking about bug snacks, but because he was a father in anguish over the loss of his daughter. And while mature themes had been explored in video games for decades at this point, Joel was portrayed with state-of-the-art motion capture by perhaps the most prolific actor in all of gaming. And
motherfucking Troy Baker.
For a team of writers, animators, and musicians
every game.
to create
Dude is in every fucking game.
And that is what The Last of Us 1 continues to be after all this time. One of the best story-driven epics the medium has to offer. So why didn't they milk Troy Baker like they milked Nolan North and make 3 more games starring Joel? Why did they kill off a potential cash cow whom they undoubtedly love just as much as we do? The reason is to really make you feel like a girl who just saw her father get murdered with a golf club. Performing this shocking, vile act in the prologue is not Naughty Dog giving you a slap in the face. It is Naughty Dog giving you a punch in the gut and a frog in the throat to form a powerful connection with the main character. If you are as mad as me, as sick as me, or as heartbroken, well then congratulations, you are now Ellie. The blood running cold in your veins, the soul leaving your body, and the face that may haunt you forever are a testament not only to the efficacy of video games as artistic expression, but a testament to the greatness of a man who we knew for a mere 15 hours on a television screen. And if all you can say to Abby during this moment is,
Bitch, I'll never forgive you for this.
then Naughty Dog has successfully set you and Ellie both on a path to revenge. But make no mistake, while revenge is the plot, it is not the story. Analogous to the first game, in which the plot was a cure the zombie apocalypse cliche, and the story was about the effects of Joel's grief, the second game's plot is a you killed my father, prepare to die cliche, and the story is about the effects of Ellie's grief.
If I ever were to lose you,
Which brings us to the second elephant in the room, the ambitious and risky narrative structure. This is not a breezy linear movie game like we've come to expect from Naughty Dog. It has 4 different timelines that complement, reflect, and intersect each other, similar to Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction, and most daringly, halfway through there is a point of view flip that tests your personal bias, similar to David Fincher's Gone Girl.
You ever hear the expression, the simplest answer is often the correct one?
Actually, I've never found that to be true.
These are complex rhetorical devices for any author or director to utilize. So let's all take a moment as gaming enthusiasts to say, bravo! Whether or not it's the story we wanted, this was a bold and monumental undertaking that only a fool would call.
Shut the fuck up about play BioShock. It's a buggy piece of shit that just fucking yeeted my past 2 hours worth of fucking gameplay. Okay? I'm not gonna go back and replay the same fucking mission so that only 3,000 people watch now, because understandably they're just as fucking frustrated as I am, and they're not gonna fucking watch it. So shut the fuck up, okay? Go watch a YouTube video of someone completing it without a fucking save file being corrupted, okay? I'm gonna play Infinite, 7K equals 3K. No, that's not it. The problem is, if I jump back into it, no one is going to fucking stay to rewatch the same mission again. It makes sense not to. Either I'm going to play Infinite or Uncharted 4. One of the other.
Lazy writing.
What the fuck's the power doing off?
The Last of Us
Yes,
Part
I
2
have finished
shows off-
Infinite as well. I played BioShock and I played fucking Infinite as well. I remember Infinite more than I remember BioShock because it was like 100,000 years ago when it fucking first came out. But they're both very good games. They're all very good games. The storyline is fucking incredible. I don't really remember what the fucking twist was in BioShock. I don't know if it was like fucking Andrew Ryan is like Ayn Rand or some shit. I don't know what the fuck it was in the end. Or like he was dead or something. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. With Infinite, there's another fucking crazy... Yeah, thank you kindly. All that sort of stuff. Or would you kindly? whatever. But yeah, Infinite is really good too. I don't remember BioShock 2 at all. I don't know what the fuck happened. Is BioShock 2 just like one, but with like more Big Daddies or something? I don't remember what the fuck happened in BioShock 2. Oh, you play as a Big Daddy. You are the Big Daddy. True. That's true. I remember that. I'm not touching the PC port with remastered PC ports. I'm just not touching it. People told me it was really buggy. People told me it's prone to crash. Except I, as always, was like, oh no, I'm sure. Like there was like 7,000 people in the chat saying it crashes a lot. Watch out! It crashes a lot. Watch out! And then one person said, oh no, they patched it out. And of course, I, in all of my fucking infinite wisdom, believe the one chatter who said, oh, they patched it out. Because I thought, you know, this fucking company makes AAA titles. They're not going to be a piece of shit. They're not going to make a piece of shit dick suck ass fucking game with no way to like they will never leave this game so buggy and so crashy. Because I thought, you know, that these guys actually do care about gamers, that they don't just care about making a quick buck remastering the same old fucking game. Turns out I was wrong, and they are pieces of shit. Yeah, confirmation bias fucked me up. And like, look, it's not like I'm playing a Bethesda game. I'm playing a fucking 2K game. 2K games are supposed to be a little bit better. They're not supposed to crash this much. Thank you, Morgan, for the 2 years. Yeah, I got fucking Andrew Ryan. I got Andrew Ryan right in a fucking dickhole. 2K's made the same NBA game for 20 years. Yeah, well, if NBA 2K fucking crashed as in a similar capacity, gamers would fucking, not gamers, but like casual jock gamers would fucking cause a riot. It does? Really? I had no idea. Why the fuck do you guys still buy their bitch ass shit then? God. See? Gamers, whether they're jock casuals or fucking sweaty nerds, doesn't matter. They're all cucks. A lot of you. All of yours are fucking cucks. Because I like basketball. Keck W.
Off the breadth of Naughty Dog's skill with literary forms and their passion for pushing the boundaries of this industry, all while under the pressure of our highest expectations. Bravo! Now let's examine if it was all a huge mistake. Seattle Day 1 through 3 for Ellie is a progression of increasingly horrendous acts, accompanied by a story told through flashbacks that represent her increasingly horrendous mental state. These memories go from the best of times to the worst of times that she shared with Joel, climaxing with the revelation that he lied to her about what happened at the end of the previous game. Joel murdered the doctors searching for a cure, and in Ellie's own words, prevented her life from meaning something. When we learn that she has been struggling with the same morally ambiguous actions of a grief-stricken man that we as players have struggled with for so many years, we are forced to confront a grim possibility. Maybe, just maybe, Joel lived long enough to see himself become the villain, at least in someone else's story. And maybe, just maybe, in that story, he had it coming. In the present day, as the grief-stricken Ellie slowly becomes a more terrifying monster than some of the literal monsters, her friends begin to question if revenge is worth it. The player begins to question if revenge is worth it. And after her rage results in the death of a nearly born child, Ellie finally decides she's okay with letting Abby live if it means getting her loved ones back home safe.
Is that okay?
It has to be.
It's at this point that the third elephant
Why'd you say cock? They're not gonna put a casual fucking penis on the... I'm replaying it right now, if that's the case.
And when the player wakes up 3 days in the past as Abby, if it this in the this is a historic moment in video games. It's the moment when
Send me a clip of it right now, motherfucker. If it was a penis on a zombie... Oh, man, shut the fuck up. Oh, god damn it. You guys are so stupid, dude. I was like, what the fuck? Like, did this seriously happen? Oh, yeah.
her friends begin to question if revenge
Idiot.
is worth it. The player begins to question if
Man, y'all are so fucking dumb. I swear to God.
is worth it. And after her rage results in the death of a nearly born child, Ellie finally decides she's okay with letting Abby live if it means getting her loved ones back home safe.
Is that okay?
Dude, it's so easy to do it to you, bro. Like, it's so funny when we, like, just make a joke about how fucking ridiculous Twitch terms of service can be sometimes, and then we, like, talk about how your entire life flashes right in front of your eyes, dude. It's so funny when we just fucking meme about that, dude. You just losing your whole fucking access to livelihood potentially over just like fucking a bit of a pixel. Dude, that shit's so funny, dude. I love it when that happens, dude. Oh, lol. And then you fucking cry about your favorite streamer getting banned and Alinity still being on the platform.
It has to be.
It's at this point that the third elephant enters the room. Abby.
You killed my friends. We let you both live. And you wasted it.
And when the player wakes up 3 days in the past as Abby, she may as well look right in the camera and say,
Hi.
this is a historic moment in video games. It's the moment when a developer presented their audience with a challenge that could not be overcome with a controller. Naughty Dog wants you to walk a mile in the shoes of a person who you hate. And even though we've been shown irrefutable proof that Abby is the protagonist of her own story, all we can say as grief-stricken gamers is still,
Bitch, I'll never forgive you for this.
herein lies a controversial yet innovative experiment to expose how the identity of the self relates to the identity of the other. And the results have varied from person to person because there is no difficulty setting in the game or in life to make forgiving someone easier. It is a wildly provocative and tumultuously entertaining request that we try to accept that when Abby killed Joel, she was in the exact same pain that we are in now. That's why
Okay, this is trying to make it even more, like... I feel like this is more... This is doing what, like, gamers do when they give it a 0 out of 7. You know what I mean? Like, this review is doing the opposite of, like, giving it a 0 or 0 out of 10. I don't know why I said 7. This is doing the opposite of giving it a fucking 0 out of 10. It's like overcorrecting and saying like it's too good. It's like incredible. It's a masterpiece and like moral complexity.
why you relive Seattle days 1 through 3 from the perspective of a character whose story is about accepting the identity of the other. As Abby learns to empathize with members of an enemy faction known as Scars, the player learns to empathize with an enemy known as Abby. And when the sun sets on the final day for a second time, you discover the atrocities that you committed on yourself. Naughty Dog's intention for making you play as 2 separate characters with 2 separate stories was to cause a complete loss of subjective self-identity when their timelines merge. Questioning who you are and what you believe has been a central theme the whole game. Almost every major character you've met has been trying to figure it out for themselves, and now you know how it feels. Only interactive media can even attempt to create an ego death quite like this. Bravo.
Oh my god.
Good.
No!
Lev! Lev!
Yes.
Oh, Lev! Oh, thank God!
Yes.
Oh my God!
Lev, show us reason, please. Yes.
And finally, we've reached the fourth elephant in the room, the ending. Many people are upset that a 30-hour revenge plot doesn't end in revenge. But remember, plot does not govern story. The Last of Us 1's Cure the Zombie Apocalypse plot was very famously thwarted by Joel's story. And once again, in The Last of Us 2, each character's story concludes in defiance of the plot. It is reductionist to say that the lesson here is simply revenge is bad. The two of us who made this video are still grasping at the meaning of it all, while trying to recover from this emotionally challenging sequel. However, it is our belief that Naughty Dog gave us everything we needed to confidently decide that we wanted both of these women's suffering to end. If you reach the credits and wish you could have killed Abby, even after walking a mile in her shoes, then you may have beat the game you were playing with your controller, but you may have lost the game that Naughty Dog was playing with your soul.
Oh, this is gonna trigger the fuck out of people. True. That's gonna make people so mad. That's exactly how I fucking feel as far as like not wanting to kill Abby. The game succeeded in convincing me that Abby was a complex individual who was just who had turned her life around.
Isn't it fascinating that a cautionary tale about the damage grief can cause to ourselves and to others has resulted in months of confusion, anger, vitriol, bigotry, and threats of violence ever since Joel's death was leaked online? The climate surrounding this release is a remarkably notable example of life imitating art. And speaking as a girl who shockingly lost her own father, I cast no judgment if you were unable to enjoy this harrowing experience. I know how it feels to be lost, alone, and unable to see through the fog. And I think the ultimate lesson that The Last of Us Part 2 teaches the player is how well they cope with pain. I hope that Joel's death was not in vain. So when we look back at how it consumed Ellie and the gaming community with disastrous hatred, we can say to ourselves,
This was a very definitive moment where every thinking and feeling person was like, ugh, we gotta do better than this.
That was a beautiful moment. Oh, I'm getting chills again.
You're welcome, kiddo.
Oh! I hate that it makes me feel things.